Hey, how y'all doing out there? Show about to start.
Hey, welcome back. This is Talking Dance Moves with April. I have a special guest. We only have one in the studio today, but it's okay because the other one's flaked. But we are going to be talking about today is going to be about entrepreneurship and being a business owner in Kansas City, Missouri, or just period wherever you're from, being a business owner. So I'm welcoming my guest. Introduce yourself. Let me know what you do.
Hey, my name is Twan. I make hunter gear, Kansas City.
You make what?
We make hunter gear. We make customized clothing.
Oh, customized. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about how I met him. Okay, so one of my parents, long story short, we gave some lady some money to do some tutus and some t-shirts, and she ran off with the money. So our show is literally in 5 days, and this gentleman saved my life. When I say we had 17 to 20 t-shirts we were gonna be have made, he's making them for us now. So I do thank you for that because it was such a. I was so stressed out. Like I literally was crying because I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Yeah,
And
that's very unfortunate. I mean, we're all in the business of making people happy and
yeah,
everything. And my friend called in a favor for you, and I put it as a priority. And we're gonna get you taken care of.
it was horrible. Like I said, I was at my home crying. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was stressed out. A
Yeah,
lot of the t-shirt companies because of COVID-19
yeah, they're
are
closed down.
either closed or they're backed up like months.
Yeah, and we're backed up. We're backed up also,
I
but I
know, but
mean,
I was like, oh my god, thank you so much.
yeah, we want to make this come through. Hopefully, advertisement is the best thing is through word of mouth.
Yes, when
So
and that's the bad thing about it is that when you're dealing with people's money, which are my parents' money, they're not going to understand that excuse about hearing that somebody ran off with the money. You know what I
right,
mean? They
right,
just want their kids to look good. They
they want
want
to see the results.
exactly. So
It's all
now
about
that I'm not
results.
stressed out, I can concentrate more on the choreography and get it done so they can look good on stage as well. So tell me, how long have you been in business?
We've been in business since last year, 2019, in
Nice.
July.
And oh, my birthday month. Yay.
Hey,
Yeah, so that's good. So what is your top sellers?
my top sellers.
Like what do you sell more of?
Shirts.
Shirts?
Actually, I do more business of with the customizing. We do a lot of things that novelty items and everything.
Okay.
Like you'll put put a request in for a shirt.
Uh-huh.
Tell me what you want, and I try to work with it and put it down.
Nice,
So
nice. That's a good thing. And you said you mentioned also that you do shoes.
yeah, we do actually airbrushing shoes, customizing everything. So
See, I am the airbrush queen. Okay, if you go on my Facebook and you
mhm.
look back, all of my hip hop stuff was airbrush back in the day.
Oh
And
yeah, that's
so
cool. Maybe we can come together on something.
yes, and that's one thing. Airbrush is not. You cannot find airbrush artists anymore.
Yeah, it's
They're
a lost
it
art.
all went to screen print,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's the sad part because when you're doing custom stuff and you want your competition team to look and stand out,
hmm,
you want that type of stuff.
yeah. And I'm also working on my embroidery too, a machine too. And
Oh,
yeah, it's coming pretty soon.
I need some hats for my makeup company.
Yeah, it'll be here about in a few weeks.
Nice.
So
Oh
we're gonna
my
be on
god.
the only people on this side of town doing it. So you can put
Wow.
in jackets, hats,
And
pants,
that's what we
shoes.
want is team jackets. Team jackets
Right.
that are going to stand out from no other team.
100 good business can be there for you.
Yes, and that's going to be a good thing. He's also going to be at our event, you guys. He's going to be at in the house on the 22nd. If you guys want to, anybody who still needs tickets, they're still on sale on Eventbrite. Um, all of the proceeds are going towards kids who cannot afford to dance, kids
Right.
who cannot afford to do really anything with their the parents, their foster moms, adopted moms. We have some kids that are in group homes, so they're a ward of the state. So it's very hard to find
Right.
people like you that want to
and
help
and
out.
yeah, and that's another motivation I had, like getting it done, because I
Hmm.
want to be. I like being part of a good story, and this is
Right.
definitely a good
And the
story.
and the other thing is I'm filming a reality show, so you will be part of that reality show because
Hey,
of
okay.
your business will be out there and affiliated
awesome.
with that. Yeah.
Awesome. 100 gear, y'all.
So see, there you go. And actually, Mr. Walker is putting that in right now, so we can you know, if you guys need to ask any questions, call in. The phone number is 816-599-6893. Again, 816-599-6893. You can call in and ask questions. You can ask questions to our guests, ask questions to me. Okay, so next question to you is what drives you to do t-shirts?
I've always been a fan of fashion. When I was about 13, 12, 13, I used to write my name on my shirts. You know, I just wanted to stand out.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to be custom. I just wanted to have something that no one else had.
Uh-huh.
And so me and my wife last year, we decided to put that into put that motivation into a tangible aspect to where we can actually legalize it, and have a way to put our name out there. So.
And what's funny is a lot of our kids are the same way. I have a program now that I implemented just actually last month, and it is mentorship programs. So we have mentorship program when it comes to dance, and mentorship program when it comes to my makeup and t-shirt lines.
That's awesome.
So we have 2 students now. So if I were to have more kids want to do the t-shirt stuff, I could just pass them on to you and we can start a mentorship program.
Yeah,
so you can show them how, and they can learn how to be able to create their own designs. They can come up with the costumes for their actual competitions, because some of our dancers, our teenage dancers, they help out doing choreography with the little kids. Okay. So then that turns that they're learning how to become a choreographer. They're learning how to be able to run a class when they get old enough to become a teacher, when they go to college. A lot of these competitions, they have where you can win scholarships to go to school now.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so when we do the competitions and they win those scholarships and they win those prizes to be able to do those type of things. So when we do win competitions, that money goes towards their ways to be able to create new costumes, and with your company, and we collaborate, they'll be able to give you those ideas of what they want their shoes to look like or what they want their t-shirts to look like. Because generally, I always tell them, I'm not the one out there. Yeah. I'm not the one that's going to be dancing, and I'm not the one that's going to be out there showcasing what you guys are doing. You guys are the ones that are going to do that. So that's why I let them have that creative edge to be able to do that type of thing.
That's awesome. That sounds very prestigious.
And it's less stressful on me, because then I don't have to come up with the costumes. And if they don't like it, I'm going to be like, you know what, blame him. No. Because it is hard. You're dealing with a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, and everybody has a particular taste.
Yes. So. And we just started actually our all-boys team. We have 8 all-boy team. So they will be competing, and then they'll be competing with the girls.
I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out.
Yes, right now.
See what they can do.
The babies are the ones that we are constantly having to yell at, because they still want to keep dancing, and we're trying to shoo them off the stage so the bigger kids could go. And they're just colliding with the big kids, and then they start crying because they get hurt, and I'm just like, we are 4 to 18. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, our 4-year-olds. Awesome. We had some of them who just woke up this morning, did not want to practice, and they kept asking me for my coffee. I'm like, I am not giving you coffee. No way.
My son asks for coffee all the time. I'm like, dude, you're gonna stunt your growth.
Right? How old is he?
He's 9.
He's 9? Oh, yeah. Yes. And see, I started drinking coffee at a young age, so I think that's why I'm short. But my sons are all 6'3", 6'2", 6 foot. They're all tall. So, but they drink coffee too, because they used to steal my Starbucks.
Yeah, that's all they talk about, Starbucks.
Mm-hmm. And even now, my son's like, "You're going to Starbucks?" I'm like, "No, I'm going to McDonald's." And then he'll tell me to bring him one. But I mean, he's already over the the growth. Okay, so what do you find it hard when you're doing your designs? Is it customers, or is it like, what do you find hard about running a business?
See, the hardest thing about running a business to me is all the back work. You got to understand, when you're being an entrepreneur, it's just more than just creating your passion. It is actually some work involved with it. I mean, and it's a good payoff when you see it, when you see, the evidence that, what you're doing. But it's just, that's the hardest thing. You got to keep track of everything.
Oh my God.
I mean, especially if you want to, have profit, calculate your profits and everything. So
yeah, that's my thing. I do a lot of charity work, so I have to still log it in as, being that, you know, it's different from the pay part. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's so hard when you're dealing with just kids in general.
Yeah.
Like I was on my podcast, not podcast this morning, but my live this morning. I literally was wanting to quit. I literally was wanting to give up because I felt like I was being used, and I felt like I wasn't being appreciated, and it's hard because you try to separate those two, but then you get your kids that, they're in the foster system, they're in the, and that's why I do what I do, is because I love to not only give to the kids that are in my program, but also give to other organizations, and now that I have my own makeup line, it's harder because it's like I have to keep both separate. And I'm only one person, and even my teachers, even my dance teachers, they don't see how much I go through and how much us as business owners have to go through. Like, they don't understand that we're in a quarantine and we're in a pandemic. They just want to see results.
And that's what's good about my business is even though we're in a pandemic and everything and a lot of things are slowed down, I provide a way you can still express yourself, and I would deliver it to you, or I would ship it to you. So I mean, everything's, it's just convenience.
But when you do the shipping, like for me with my makeup, I'm weeks behind because of just the mail. So I'm so happy that a lot of my clients are in Kansas City, and only a handful are in, California, Arizona, Texas. I have a few, that are there. Shout out to the people that gave donations this morning. I really appreciate you. I know I didn't say it when I was on my live, but I was kind of, venting. That was my time to vent, I guess. But yeah, we also did another thing that I also want to talk to you about after, the show is over. Another part of we're doing a piece that's how do I say this without sounding controversial? We're doing a piece on human trafficking, and it's not just human trafficking for adults, but human trafficking specifically with children. And I want to create a T-shirt, but we're gonna have their faces painted. Like, their faces are gonna be painted white. It's gonna have yellow, like the caution tape. And it's gonna specifically say in writing, that, and I want to put that on a T-shirt. But I also want to have kids' hands all over it, and then I also want to have like the world, and then kids around the world. You know what I mean? Because it happens all around the world, and it happens even here in Kansas City. And unfortunately, the news doesn't. They have so much other stuff going on that they do sweep it under the rug. And being a parent, well, my son's 17 now, but being that my kids were boys, a lot of times they were like, oh, that's not going to happen to a boy. That's not it. And it can. And I've always told my kids, I was very honest with my kids, and I always told them, because I was a product of, molestation as a child. So I've always was very open with them. And like, I'll have my parents come and tell me, like, how did you talk about that to your child? Because it's awkward. It is an awkward situation. So we're bringing that out in a dance. So we kind of explaining it to them, but then I also want to have the wardrobe with it. So that's my main thing is, having that.
I think that's an important topic to talk about. I mean, because it does happen.
And I want it in my clothing line. You know what I mean? I want that part of my clothing line so I can sell it online. And then part of the proceeds can go to an organization that deals with that type of stuff. Awesome. And that's what I want to do. And that's what we're working on now. That's actually going to be one of our competition pieces. Yeah. And that's a good thing, because being parents and in this day and age is different from when we were younger. That didn't happen. I mean, it did happen, but it wasn't talked about at all.
I don't think we seen the amount of work in the the stuff they do in the background. We just seen everything that happens.
Yes.
Right there for what it was, and I just for one, I wanted to thank my mom and my dad,
Right.
because I didn't know how much I put y'all through. You know, I mean, I actually, you know, so growing up, I had to learn that because now I'm doing the things that
that they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's another thing. I have all boys. I have 5 boys, and thank God they didn't give me that much trouble until they got to 18, 19, 20 years old. Then that's when they started giving me the problems. And even now, as they're grown, they look back at me and they say, "Mom, like, I'm so proud of where you're at." Like, literally, we were talking about it the other day where my 17-year-old was in diapers, and my dance kids were carrying my son around. Now they're 26, 27, and they're grown, and some of them are dancing professionally, and will always tell me, like, thank you for being there. Thank you for giving us a way. She said, I would have been pregnant. I would have been like my mom on drugs. Like, they were in the group homes because that's how they were ending up there. And now that their life is straight, they're wanting that, to give back.
Yeah.
So they actually teach at my
forward.
they're teachers at my Cali studio. So hopefully we can do that here. When they get grown, they can come and teach, because I'm getting old. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting old. I don't know how old you guys are, but
well, my knees just popped. So I don't think.
And
know.
oh my God, and you're sitting down too.
Yeah, I got the movement on knee.
Yeah. See, I'm 44. I mean, 45. I just turned 45, but it takes a toll on you. Like I was just telling Mr. Walker, I've been dancing since 9 a.m. this morning, and I'm tired. I want to go home. But it just doesn't. And that's another thing people don't see too. Even when we're doing T-shirts, like our T-shirt lines, we don't just go home and go sit down. We gotta fill those orders. We gotta package those orders. You gotta take them to the post office. Like
and then especially with us doing the customization, it's like they want it a certain way, and then they say, can you
tweak this? Yeah, can you tweak that?
Can you figure out the rest of it? I mean, I want this type of situation, and I'm sitting up there, I'm at the computer, it's 2:00 in the morning, like, you're
like, damn.
I'm trying to come up because I want to make you happy.
Yeah, but at the same time,
we want you to stand out.
But at the same time, it's like, where do you call that middle line? Because there's times where I have to do that. Like, I'll tell, like, when I design, see, we're different. I design my own shirts because they're for my company. You design them for other people.
And for we also have hunter gear. We have our own line, hunter gear.
So that's a little bit more easier. See, that's a good one. I like that one. See, I could wear that.
So we make shirts.
Oh, I like that one. See, she has the one that I want.
Come on here.
Yeah, can you show the audience real quick? I want my kids to have jerseys like that.
Can you see it?
See, like the top part right here, and then the back. See, that is so bomb. I love that. Yeah, you can see it. See, that is something I want for their competition stuff. That would be a good boy and girl outfit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I like that. Okay, so and do we have any questions on that side? Okay.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook.
I may show a couple shirts.
Yes, if you can show a couple shirts. So we're gonna show a couple of designs that he has, you guys. And then also, we'll link your website too to the pages after we get off, so they can click on it, because we get a lot of people that watch afterwards, and then they can click on it and go onto you guys' website as well. This is one of my T-shirts, and everybody sees that because I always wear them. Ooh, I like that pink one. Here, let's do it this way. Hey, Santos. See, this is one right here. Here, come this way. We'll do it this way. That's one of them, you guys. Look at that. And that's your logo, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the actual logo.
Hunter gear represents honor, loyalty, integrity, respect.
Ooh.
You have to be 100 with yourself. Have to be honest with yourself to be honest with anybody
else. Yeah.
So yourself is the easiest person to lie to. So just keep it 100.
Right? I need that statement on a T-shirt. Ooh, I like this one, you guys. I'm a sucker for yellow. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that nice? Can you read that? What does that say?
If you owe me, pay me, or I'm coming to get it.
No, this one right here.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh.
Pay me, or I'm coming to get
Ooh, see? There you go. I have to get one of those. Oh my God, I love that.
We got the mosaic.
And then you got the white one.
Yeah, the mosaic. It has everything that Hunter Gear represents.
Come over this way. Right here.
Okay, it has, motivation, integrity, honor, respect. It has everything that we embody on an everyday aspect.
See, he's gonna be my poet that I want. I'm gonna tell him this is what I want in a shirt, but I really can't figure out the wording. He's gonna be the one.
Oh yeah, we got the.
My English sometimes it gets in. The Spanish gets in the way.
That's for everybody, please. Take very much caution to that shirt.
Yeah,
This one right here.
COVID-19 series.
Oh, this is the COVID-19 shirt, you guys.
Yeah, it says, "Did you wash your hands?"
Oh wow! See, I need one of these for each and every one of my students because they'll come and want to give me their fist bump, but I just seen them picking their nose like a couple feet away, and I'd be like, "Here, your hand sanitizer first." I love you, but
Yeah, yeah. These just,
Look at this. Ooh, I like this one. Yep.
365 pencils.
See, that is nice.
Yeah.
I like that one, you guys.
And then the rest of them are just the same.
The same one. I like the one in the black too, but then I also like the green. See, I'm gonna be using these for all of my makeup looks when I don't have, the shirt. I'm gonna get that color and be like, okay, this is it. Okay, so the event is August 22nd. It starts, doors open at 3 p.m. This is Urban Extreme Fashion Expo. So we're having a fashion show. We're having a food truck, bouncy house, face painters, balloon artists, a full runway show, performances by our dance kids, performance by B. Nelson and T.A. Rill. B. Nelson might not make it. We have to they have to be tested because we were shooting a music video. Well, I wasn't there that day, but they were exposed to COVID. So we have to make sure before they can perform that they're cleared by a doctor. So if he doesn't perform, we will be getting somebody else, but he wasn't there. I know, right? I wouldn't be there either because my immune system is compromised right now due to the chemo I'm doing. So I have to make sure that, not only are we all safe, but, I can get really sick. Even if, I always tell my kids, if you guys have a cold, if you have a stuffy nose or runny nose, please stay home. I know you love to dance, and I know you love to be with Miss April. Yep, please be home. Really, please be safe. Especially because nowadays, like, there's just more than COVID out there, and people don't realize that.
Oh yeah.
It's
things that's like, it's hybrid things,
Yes.
things mixing and it's just creating a whole bunch of other problems that people don't even know what it is.
Yes. So it's gonna be a very, very good show. We're having a raffle. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you about the debacle we had with the post office. The post office. Okay, so when you're dealing with stuff that's coming from out of the country, the post office. Well, first customs is gonna open it. They're gonna check it, and then they're gonna send it to the post office. The post office is gonna open it and check it, and then they send it to us. Well, my distributor who does my makeup and my lashes and stuff like that, she always sends me candy. Always. I love her to death. Always sends me candy. Well, we don't know if it was customs or the post office, but they opened it and they ate my candy.
Up,
and they left the wrappers in there.
See you.
So, I was so pissed. But yeah, so this show is going to be, like I said, we're having the raffles. We're having a men's Coach bag that's going to be raffled off with a matching wallet.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting a ticket.
Right? They're $20 for those tickets, and then we have a Michael Kors women's bag. We did have a Louis Vuitton bag, but it was stolen, along with one of our other Michael Kors bags that was stolen. Like I said, when the post office gave me the box, it was opened. It was squished up. I took pictures of it, and the post office says they're going to look into it, but that could take months. So, and so the lady who gave us actually donated the bags, which is on here watching. Hi. She always, she's such a sweetheart. I mean, those Louis bags are thousands of dollars.
Wow.
And she donated it to us, and Unfortunately, we can't really, you know, do anything about it until they research it and do all that
Right.
stuff. But the way the postman was like, "Oh, it's dented up. It's not my fault. I can't help it." Like, and it was
Yes.
2 weeks late. When she did it, she paid extra for it to get there in 2 days, 2 to 5 days.
That's what happened for my son's birthday party.
Yeah.
He just got his swimming pool yesterday.
Oh my god.
Birthday was the 19th of July.
See, and that's the bad thing. It's like, and everybody's blaming COVID. It's COVID. It's COVID. COVID didn't open that box, and COVID did not take that Louis Vuitton bag out. It was one of
Nah.
your people's. So figure it out. Look at your
And
cameras.
COVID ain't rocking it either.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so it's annoying, but at the same time, we still got to move on, and we still got to go on with the show.
He said you gonna rap for him.
Are you're gonna rap? You
Nah,
you a rapper?
Yeah, I used to do my thing.
Oh, nice.
You know.
Yeah, we do. And everybody that's involved has either bought a booth, has sponsored in some way. KUAW will be live all day that day. So, are you having different shows there? Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's cool,
Yeah.
that's
Interviews, and you guys will be having
Yeah. If you allow us to, yeah, we'll come up and set up so you can come in and have a custom shirt.
Well, we have booth spaces available, like I said, because you've been helping me out. Like I said, you can come and set up and do your thing and sell your stuff. You know what I mean? And that's
Awesome.
yeah, because usually
we'll be there.
we do still have booths available, you guys. They are $100 for purchase for the booths. Like I said, all the proceeds are going towards kids and performing arts. So it's not just dance. We have other things. We have DJing. We have a DJ that comes and teaches the kids how to work the equipment.
Oh,
We
that's
have
cool.
piano, one lady who teaches piano and one man who teaches drums. And then we have TA Rel as a vocal coach. So he comes, kids who want to do this professionally, who want to perform. All of that is going to be implemented into our performing arts.
Yeah, I like to sing.
Right?
I would like some singing lessons myself.
Right? I can't say. That's one thing I will never, ever say. I can dance. I can teach dance, but I am not a singer. I remember one time we were in the
Only in the shower. Huh?
No, listen, we were in the check cashing place, okay? Tell you how mean my brother is. I'm singing Britney Spears, and he said, "Who sings that song?" And I'm like, "Britney Spears." He goes, "Okay, shut up and let her sing it." Like, basically,
Yeah,
he was telling me, like,
it's
hello,
all-
you
yeah,
bad. I was
yeah.
like, wow.
You feel for the old school.
Right? I was like, oh, no, you're mean. But yes, so you guys can come out August 22nd. Doors open
August 22nd.
Yes,
y'all.
doors open at 3 o'clock. Event ends at 9 o'clock. So it is a full day event. Like I said, we have 2 special hosts. Casey Modeling Company is one of our sponsors. She's having a full runway show. We have 19 models. Well, actually more than 19 models. And I think we have like 5 or 6
Oh, it's going down.
yeah, 5 or 6. I might have to use you because one of our designers opted out. So I might have some of the kids walk some of your designs down the runway just
Okay.
because we had already slotted them for that purpose.
Oh yeah.
So we do have spots open. We do have full coverage. There's going to be somebody recording it. We have a full media coverage. We have somebody taking pictures at our red carpet. So those are for purchase too, but that's through the person who's taking the photos. And then we also have a photo booth that does like crazy little pictures. You know how like when you go to weddings and stuff like that? So the kids could go in there and have some fun. The bouncy house, of course, because of COVID, we're only allowed to have certain amount of people in the bouncy house. Then they can bounce for a little while. Then they got to come out. We got to sanitize it real quick. So it's a lot that goes into this back end of the show, you know. So yeah, my
Everybody
thing
come
was,
show your support.
oh my God, just finding the lights to do the runway, you know, and because the kids are performing on the same stage, we don't want them to trip and fall, you know. And then we set up chairs so the kids get accustomed to performing around the chairs. And we're like, don't kick the audience. What are you doing? And they're just laughing because they're not really understanding that there's going to be people sitting in the seats.
Yeah.
So now we have the parents sit in the seat. And I'm like, damn, you just kicked your mama. But they think it's funny because they just kicked their mom and she can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? They're like, I was bad earlier. Now I'm kicking you. No. Yeah, payback. Oh, my God. I'm excited. This has been a long time coming. How many minutes do we have, Mr. Walker? We have 1 minute left. Okay, guys. So I'm going to post all of his information in the comments below. All you got to do is tap my name and tap the screen, and all of that information will come up. Stay tuned next week. We are having the dance kids come out, and they will be they can't see it. There you go. I was gonna say, wait a minute, they can't see it. There you go. They will be talking about their anxieties, their time with us, and how excited they are to be performing for our show. So thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it, and we're gonna have a lot of fun together. I already know me and your wife are. We might just exit you out. No, just kidding. So yeah, you guys, if you want more information on the show, you can contact KUAW or me. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.